So, in the last lecture, we saw that how to compute the moment of inertia about x and y axis and product of inertia about the given axis. Now, what will really happen if the information about the moment of inertia and product of inertia are given about the given axis, and you will have to compute the same about some other arbitrary axis which is. So it means that moment of inertia about arbitrary ix, iy, ixy, arbitrary x, let's say x dash and y dash. If ix, iy, ixy are given, are about some Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, so what I mean over here is, let's say, and still we are talking about the planar problem. Let's say this is your x and this is your y. So about this x and the body is something like, right now we are talking about the planar problem, so we are focusing on some x and y. If, and what is given here is ix, sorry, about some plane, some axis which is given by. Now what you have to find out, what will be the value of, let's say, if this axis rotates to x dash and here y dash, such that this is your, so what is, this is your given thing, so find ix dash, iy dash and ixy dash dash. How to find this out? This is what your problem is. So if we take some particular area, let's say this is your dA. So this is your y dash, this is your dash, and this is your. So you will see that so what are the quantities which are given? Given quantities are ix, which is defined as axis square dA, iy, which is defined ixy is defined as y. Now you will have to find out your ix dash, y dash and ixy dash. Find this is, find this out, how it has to be defined. Find like y dash square dA. Find iy dash is equals to dash square dA. ixy into x dash y dash into. Now to find this particular value you require y x dash is equal to x means that all these y dash x dash. First, the first step is find x dash y dash x. So if you see that your x dash, your x dash is given by x. So x term is given by x cos theta. X dash is equals to x cos, and this is your y. Y is making theta over here. It means that along this direction you will have y sin theta. Okay. Similarly, if you try to see y dash is y cos theta, and x component along y dash will be in the negative side, so minus theta. Okay. Now if we have to compute our ix dash, let's say y dash is square is area A square. Sorry. So what will be the value over here? Now if you take square of this will be y square plus square sin square minus xy sin theta cos. Now substituting for cos theta out of this integration, that this ix dash will become, so cos square theta y square dA over A plus sin square theta x square dA over A minus 2 sin theta cos theta is nothing but sin 2 theta xy into dA over. Based on the definition, this quantity is given by ix, this quantity I1, right? Quantity is given by ixy. So your ix dash will become ix cos square theta. Okay. So let me ix cos square theta, iy sin square theta minus ixy sin 2 theta. Right? So now if you substitute the formula which is given by cos square theta equal to 1 plus cos sin square theta we have all these right. What you're going to get over here is, let me mention this somewhere here. And put here the relationship like this. This is x cos theta plus y sin theta, y dash y cos theta sin theta. So now ix plus iy, and you will also be getting another, which is by ix minus iy by 2 minus ixy sin 2. So this is what will be your IH dash. Okay. Similarly, you can find out your IY dash find as Arbitrary square into dA, and in this case what plus y sin theta whole square. That in this case that here you will be having x square dA, so that will be your ix cos square theta, right? And so in this case, so here you will be having x square cos square theta, which is x square dy is nothing but y square dA sin square theta plus x square dA cos square theta, right? Plus sin theta cos theta all these and a. Now if you substitute this sin square theta, it will be 1 minus cos. But what this particular I x y. Thirdly, if you just try to follow here, and also if you just substitute here, this will give you all these quantities in this relation having here you will have minus of ix. So if you take common, what will happen? Iy dash will become so here first of all your ix plus iy is equal. Second, here you are having ix minus, so if you take minus common from this point, so this will be written as ix plus, so here it is minus ix by 2, plus sign becomes minus, and here ix by that as the relationship of iy dash, right? Now what is left out? We are now having I x dash and y dash that needs to be found. So how you will do that? So again, approaching in a similar way. ix dash y dash. So x dash is given by your x cos theta plus y cos theta minus x, and your each and everything, what you will be having cos square theta, right, plus minus x into y sin square theta into, and you will have cross term, so this into this minus x square minus x square sin theta cos theta plus y square. So again, if you use the formula which is given by, this one can be written as, so cos square theta formula is again this. Again, what is your integration? You can write the same thing as your cos square theta by dx. Here you are having minus x square plus y square sin 2 theta. So in this case, plus so basically I have to before I do it, ix dash is nothing but your ix plus iy by 2 plus ix minus iy by 2 minus ixy sin, right? So there is some mistake here. Here you can see that here sin square theta is this, cos square theta is this. So cos 2 theta has to be also considered by the whole thing with cos 2 theta, again cos. So I will write here the correct statement, cos 2 theta minus y sin 2 theta iy dash is equals to ix plus iy ix minus iy cos 2 theta plus ixy sin theta, right? So this is what you are going to get. Continuing this particular statement, sin 2 theta by 2 plus quantity, this quantity is ixy, one is iy. So if you see this again, when you substitute here for 1 plus cos, here 1 minus. So what you will be really getting, ix y ixy by 2, right? Xy. So what will happen to your cos? Here it is plus ixy, here minus ixy, but already you are having one minus over here. That, okay, let me just write down. And then ixy by 2 minus, and this will become cos 2 theta. And here this is ix, this is iy. So what will really happen? Here it is minus and here it is plus. Ix minus iy. So ultimately what will happen? Times these two numbers. So cos of 2 theta ix minus iy by 2. How you compute product of inertia? That your product of inertia x dash y dash that we found will be given by ixy cos of 2 theta ix minus iy divided by sine of 2. For a given ix, iy and ixy, you can very about arbitrary axis, which is next we will describe how to and that will be very